Hey, Kane, why is it so slow? Glad you asked. In any given environment, populations will grow to meet the amount of resources available. Now, just before COVID, tattooing had reached kind of a peak mainstream popularity. Like, does everybody remember the season finale of Ink Master the year before that? It was huge. Huge. COVID, they canceled it. Okay. So that was peak popularity. Then we locked everybody up in their house for a couple of months. Tattooers couldn't work. People couldn't get tattooed. Everybody got handed a bunch of free money. When people were finally let out of their homes, they flooded into the tattoo shops. But not only customers flooded into the tattoo shops. During COVID, everybody either learned how to bake sourdough or do a fucking tattoo. So a lot of private studios opened up. A lot of scratchers were working out of grandma's kitchen. So in the shops, we all went from not working to being really nicely busy as all of these new hobbyist tattooers were moving into doing it professionally. So here is carrying capacity. This is how many tattoos are going to get done. People with money to get tattooed. And this was us, right around 2020. Now, this didn't really change, but the number of tattooers changed. And that initial influx of business, when everybody was all pent up for all that time, met it. So then all that free money went away. And people kept spending like drunken sailors. But they did it on their credit cards. Credit cards have limits. And I don't know if anybody's actually looked into this or not, but we are currently in the midst of a debt crisis. American families are carrying more debt than they ever have. They don't have extra money for fun, silly shit like tattoos. They also don't have room on their credit cards for fun shit like tattoos. So, people, in general, just aren't getting tattooed that much. But we have that population of tattoo artists that rose up to meet that unreasonably high carrying capacity at the peak, right? When our carrying capacity starts falling, when the amount of resources start falling, we are over carrying capacity for the environment. There are too many tattooists. Too many. And what happens in an environment when population has outstripped carrying capacity is some starve. Of course, there will always be members of that particular group that will still flourish. They will outcompete. They will be just fine. If you've been tattooing in a place forever and you have a huge clientele and you used to be booked out a couple of years and now you're booked out a year, you're still tattooing every day. You're still making the same amount of money. Of course you're fine. But for everybody else, like a guy I know, right, who decided to move to the most competitive market in the entire country in the middle of the tatpocalypse with no clients and had to start over again and needed to talk to new people coming into the shop every day. When there's not that many people walking into the shop, it's awful hard to build a clientele. So I have a unique perspective in what it's like for all of these younger artists that are trying to build their clienteles in an oversaturated market. And it fucking sucks. Now, I've been doing this shit forever. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to die with my gloves on. I don't really give a fuck if I got to starve a little bit. I've been through a lot of slow seasons. A lot of you kids have never been through a slow season, though. And this is a shock for you. And the economy's not going to really get a whole lot better anytime soon. America's not done being great again yet. So, me personally, I think if you're not willing to starve a little bit, if you don't love this enough, just get the fuck out. Just go. Just go. Because we don't want to listen to you, bitch. We all got the same shit to bitch about. Just go. Right? At some point, as always happens, though, the economy will get a little bit better. Maybe there'll be more people wanting to get tattooed than there are tattoo artists. And then we'll be working hard again and we'll be earning hard again and everything will be great until all you motherfuckers with memories like goldfish decide that you can't let any walk-ins walk out the door. So you're going to stock up your shops to the fucking gills with brand new tattoo artists again until the next slow season comes. And then we'll do this all over again. It's the circle of life.